Jemele Hill, who I always thought we was cool. And if you don't know who she is, look her up. She used to be on ESPN. She was actually one of the few black female on-air personalities for a long time on ESPN. And I always thought me and her had a good relationship. Like, she had a couple different shows that I went on ESPN, and I really like her, and I still do like her. But and this is how it got back to me, and I could be wrong. Like, back in 2019, I was at the Marriott by the San Francisco airport, and I was watching the Portland Trailblazers against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it was the game where Dame Lillard hit that shot in Game 7 that took out Portland. And I wrote a tweet, and it really happened in real time. It wasn't like I made this up. When I was sitting there watching the game, I was with a couple buddies of mine. They were black dudes. And then there was like a table full of probably like 6 black dudes watching the game. And they were rooting for Portland. And when Dame Lillard hit that shot to beat Oklahoma City, one of the brothers at the other table stood up and he's like, "That N-word hit that shit." and I looked at the guys I was sitting at the table at, and I go, "Man, I kind of oh no," he said, "That N-word hit that shit." That's what he said. And then right when he said that, the TVs went to Portland's head coach, and he just had a stunned look on his face. And I looked at the guys I was at the table with. I said, "Yeah, Portland's coach wants to say the same thing, but he's not allowed." And so my table started cracking up. So I went to Twitter, and I literally tweeted that exact thing. I said, "Portland's coach wants to say that," and I typed out N-word. Didn't type out I didn't spell out the N-word. I literally typed out N space WORD. I said, "But he's not allowed." And everyone started cracking up. A couple people said that you can't be saying stuff like that, but that's social media, right? The guys that I was sitting with was cracking up. And even I started talking to the table that was rooting for Portland because, guy things, you're watching sports, you just start hugging each other if your team wins and stuff. Nobody was hugging. We were laughing and talking about the game. And the brothers knew me, so I think I built up enough rapport with the black community that I was a white guy that could say something like that. So we're all cracking up, right? I was supposed to go on Jemele Hill's podcast like a month later, and I got the call she canceled me because of that tweet. So I was a little taken back, honestly, because I thought me and Jemele was cool, and I thought something like that, if she didn't agree with my tweet, would be something that we could discuss on her show. And I didn't know she was taking a stance like that. And since then, she's really gone left as far as like now she's not with ESPN. She can really express who she really is. And she's not anti-white. I hate when people say she's racist. She's not, but she's very pro-black. And I guess I was taken back by her because she knows I'm a comedian. So she knows everything I say is like, I'm kidding. It's not serious. And there's no, like I always say, there's no malicious intent behind it. No ill will behind it. It was a joke. Whether you think it's funny or not, it was a joke. And comedians, we say jokes on social media and in real life, obviously. So this week, she really started going in on and I hope Jemele sees this and maybe we can talk again. Not that I need to, but I think it'd be an interesting discussion if I went on one of her platforms or she came on mine and we could discuss it because she's not stupid. She's very smart. And whether you agree with her or disagree with her, she's not one to just say something without having her ducks aligned of why she's saying things. And like I said, I don't have to agree with everything she says. Doesn't mean I don't like her as a person. I disagree what she said about Caitlin Clark this week. She was saying like she's getting a lot of this extra media coverage because she's white, and she wishes they would do that for more black players that are moving the game forward. And so in one aspect, she's right. Obviously, when you have a white person that is in a predominantly black sport, it's not just a white person in a black sport. It's no different than Tiger Woods was a black person in a predominantly white dominated sport, which is golf. when I call it anomalies like that happen, I go, it's obvious they're going to get more press for something like this. It's always usually the first. Once it happens, it's not that big of a deal.